All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Baddy Smash Week 4, aka the start of Swiss Stage. I'm AJS. I'm here with T2 Slade, and we have got a banger coming up. Wang versus Thrifty Senpai.
Yeah, so I think the question here is, can Thrifty shield?
Yeah, we're going to find out a lot
No.
in this match. I think if you've been reading the comments on the Discord, there's been a lot of disrespect on the bottom of these Division 1 players, and we're going to finally find out how these guys stack up. Because Wang hasn't done any winning this season, but this is going to be, in theory, the weakest opponent he's faced yet. We're going to find out if that's actually true or not real quick here.
Yeah,
And it's a
we
good
did
start
say
for Wang.
last season, we said that Wang was the gatekeeper, right? I don't know if that still holds true, but the game, they might have been lowered this season, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of... I don't know if Wang's necessarily gotten worse as much as a lot of people have just gotten better.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I don't think Wang has gotten worse at all.
Ooh, good read out of Wang, and that's the first kill going to the Inkling.
Yeah, one thing I do know about Inkling is they don't get that good of reward. They get decent reward for throws, but nothing crazy. So you can shield a lot if you think he's going to roller constantly. He will generally, win. Even if you take a grab or two. Whoa!
All right, Thrifty. He's here to play.
That's like the League of Legends mentality right there, man. Like using all of your tools in ways that you just wouldn't think you would.
That had to have been an accident, right?
I don't know.
He didn't think he was getting a kill when he tossed that. Oh, that was lucky.
I'm gonna give it to him because he did use it to reflect last week, so I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I forgot rule 1 of casting. Everything's intentional. My bad, Thrifty. But that should be the end. Wang is not gonna whip that one. And I would say this qualifies as a comfortable lead for Wang.
Yeah. Oh, what the? Yeah, especially, I mean, a lead with Inkling is so scary too, because then you have to fear that roll even more. A couple more of those back throws though, and Thrifty will definitely secure a kill. Or just don't let him get near you.
Oh, he does not get punished there for whipping that PK Thunder.
Actually, yeah. Also, Ness gets insane reward from throw, especially at this percent.
Yeah, especially against someone as light as the Inkling.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, is this gonna be it? No.
Wang knows those percents down to the T when he can drop it.
Fortunately for Thrifty, Wang goes off stage with the roller there, so that's gonna keep him in this game just a little longer, but there's a lot that's gonna kill at this point.
Yeah, you definitely see Thrifty's he's getting desperate for that kill. Something that's hard to do when you're down by this much, but you gotta play safe. Oh,
yeah, and
people
there
will
we
take
go.
advantage
Nice.
of that.
Wang catches him and really takes over with that last stock there after a really close first half of the game.
Yeah, very convincing end there. Thrifty's definitely gonna have to. I still think Ness is a good play, but he's definitely got to work on his game plan. I think. Honestly, Inkling is such a hard to deal with at our level of play. Like the cheese is just so strong.
Yeah, I know we've talked about this with Thrifty in the past, where there's clearly doesn't play the game a lot, so there's the areas he really excels at, which he has pretty decent control of his character for the level of player he is, but the matchup knowledge is just not there, and Inkling is a bit more finicky of a matchup than I think some people might realize if they don't play a lot of ults. And,
Yeah.
you know, it kind of gets into your head. Like, if you've been watching the stream for a while, but you've never had to play Wang in a serious game, like, everyone has made fun of the rollers. Everybody in this whole league has been like, I would just shield it. It would be so easy. And then suddenly, like, you're playing it, and he catches you dropping shield, and suddenly you're buried, and then you're angry because you're getting hit by this meme move that everyone says is so bad. What's going on?
That is very true. If I was, I went through that same experience last season. Like, luckily, I think our match was off stream, but it's very true, man. Like, People have built it up over the course of a season and a half. And credit to Wang, because like honestly, it's not like it's easy. It's not exactly easy to pull off the rover constantly. It's a very punishable move. Some of that credit is definitely deserved to Wang for actually being able to pull out those rollers when he needs to.
Absolutely. So these guys really thinking about. Oh no, this is we'll see. This has not been good into the characters I play. I can say that much.
Yeah, well, assuming you were playing a sortie, that makes sense. Honestly, Jigglypuff is so hard to gauge in Ultimate. Wow, never mind. Number 1 pick, baby. How do you do 42 damage that quick?
Bro, that's the Puff. This should be a real interesting matchup of air versus grounds.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. So far, Thrifty hasn't utilized it, but he definitely could, stay in the air. Inkling does have good aerials, but you do ruin half of Wang's game plan. That's the roller.
Yeah,
What? Okay. I'm sorry, Thrifty. I'm sorry I doubted you. I shouldn't speak so early, man.
Well, if Thrifty's gonna just keep landing into an up smash, he could have landed a third one if he had time to right.
Yeah.
But we have definitely got a match here now. Well, just like that, actually, it's pretty even.
Yeah, and those smashes are gonna kill so early. But I guess if you're only gonna get only gonna punish 1 of 3 rollers, be Jigglypuff and make sure that punish is a good one.
Yeah, maybe that's the entire plan. We'll see here. Thrifty's gonna need some more of that though, because there's still 2 stocks left here, of course.
Yeah, and a close match for Jigglypuff is usually not a good thing.
Yeah, Wang is definitely looking a little more comfortable as this is going on. He's not making the mistake of challenging a lot of the aerials that he probably can't challenge as Inkling. And that's turned into 1 pink Puff right there.
Yeah, Puff, or Inkling, a character insanely hard to edgeguard. Oh, let's see it. Oh no. Just gonna say, like, Puff probably has the capability to edgeguard Inkling better than most characters in this game. Like, as long as you put out a hitbox, you could actually stuff her recovery, which is not an easy task.
Yeah, we'll see if Thrifty's able to do that. Nope, not gonna die to that up smash, fortunately. And that was the Wang roller of Puff moves. This percent's these stocks lasting a lot longer than the first ones did.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, nice. Wang with the parry into the confirm.
He's actually very good at getting those raw up smashes. Like, you don't see that too much, even at, Baddy's smash level of play. That might not be true, I take that back, but... Either way, he's been looking hot with those.
Yeah, he has been, and this is turning to everything I was worried about when I saw Thrifty pick the Jigglypuff, which as soon as Wang started to solve this matchup, Thrifty has had no plan B here. He has looked lost pretty much since he's landed that rest. And as I say that, despite the fact that it's been feeling like Wang's in control of that whole last stock, we have an even game again.
Yep. Noting on that last stock too, you finally, I was gonna say he's not back airing at all, which is Jigglypuff's, Jigglypuff's kill move. It is the kill move.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little too low percent though, and that's gonna turn into a free berry for Wang, but not able to get the smash there. Oh, this is so tight now.
But now, if he does pull up the back air, oh my god, that was a hungry box right there. Punishing the land from the recovery. That legitly right there was a hungry box. No one does that with Jigglypuff, that forward smash BS.
Can you cast the curse harder than saying somebody is just completely lost in the matchup and then they turn it around and take 2 stocks in the next 30 seconds?
I guess not, man. Usually it doesn't go that way. Usually, you were reverse cursed, man. You reverse cursed. Well, I will say this. Thank you, Thrifty, because that already was entertaining. But
Dude, I think Ultimate Puff is super fun to watch.
I agree. I'm not going to go into the melee logistics because that's a rant for another time. But Puff really is. Maybe it's because Puff is actually the underdog in Ultimate. But Puff's just fun to watch. Like the comebacks aren't that easy, especially your rest doesn't kill until like 60-70%.
Yeah, and it always feels like Puff has to work for it in this game. Like, so
Yeah,
you have to get
true.
pretty extended combos, but there's always the potential there that it can happen so fast.
Yeah, I'm seriously amazed by that 42% he did. That was like a 3-hit combo. That pound must be insane.
I know sorties play well into Puff, but I've found the matchup to be, it requires more patience than I like to have in Ultimate. There's actually a lot of super armor on some of her aerials.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being an issue.
It constantly catches me off guard where I challenge Puff's aerials with my own and I expect to win out and I don't. Or like we both connect with each other through the forward air. So we'll see what Wang's gonna do here. He's been pretty big on switching characters as soon as he loses, but he's not gonna do that here. So we got one more of the Inkling Puff. He sees the damage in the last game. He says, I could have won this if I play a little better, and I can play a little better. So let's see if his stage is all it takes to turn this one around as we head over to Pokemon Stadium for Game 3 of our first Swiss game.
Going with that green skin with the green floor.
Yeah, dude, that's so toxic. Wang, for those of you that have not caught on to this yet, switches character color to try to blend in with the stage he's playing on every game he plays.
Some stages, this stage is not terrible, but like on Smashville, it is actually insane how well it blends in. But Jigglypuff can also just get hit by the paint and blend in too. So, you know.
Oh! He
No!
went the rest! No! He was high enough to die!
Well, I would be happy with the punish. I would be happy with only getting punished that hard. That was actually very fortunate for Thrifty. From that win.
I think he's whiffed that same thing on me before, actually.
I can see the hesitation. Like, he, like, walked forward, like, a millimeter, being like, should I do it or should I not?
He's like, I've never gotten this far before. Yo, I'm gonna throw this out there. If you can't reliably land that one, you should just not use the sleep, the lullaby move, just ever. Yeah. Unless you can reliably nail
wait
the
until
rest.
they're at kill percent and smash them. Oh,
yeah, so taking some time feeling each other. There we go, Wang. He's gonna homie with him back. So now these guys can start playing for real again. Oh, you don't hover right over him. That's I would not recommend. He's been killing you with one move all match.
Funny, because I think Wang has missed like every forward smash, and he nails every up smash. And the forward smashes have been free.
Okay, it looks like Thrifty's kind of solving some things right now. He's Wang going real low. But Thrifty's doing a much better job this game of just constantly staying in the air. And he's making Wang play this very slowly.
Yeah, even more so, he's not rushing for that kill right now. He's still playing calm. Like we saw in the first game, he really started fishing for smashes when he was down. But he's playing good. I mean, it's been like 30 seconds and he's taking 30 damage, 30%. So, you know, got plenty of time to get that kill.
Yeah, that's ultimate sometimes. If you've got that's ultimate sometimes.
I'm pretty sure that would have killed too.
But yeah, if you've got an option that works, I mean, you gotta just run that into the ground. And for Thrifty, that's the air game.
I'm telling you, man, every forward... Oh, and there it is! Every forward smash he misses. Every up smash he nails.
Yeah, this is going very good for Wang here. He has gotten a lot of extra damage. Now this is going to be, for now, a 2-stock lead. And Thrifty, you got it in you to pull this one back. He's
Yeah.
not finding any of the kill moves right now. This is gonna be so frustrating for him.
Yeah, he's definitely got to work in Raring and back airing into his Jigglypuff game. He would become, I think he would double his Jigglypuff play. You can get kills at 100% doing that instead of the 170 hard F smash read. Like that though, Thrifty's definitely pulled out some
Oh, but there it is.
interesting things this match.
What is that? 8 kills with the up smash in this match?
There's so many.
Alright, that's gonna do it for game 1, guys. We'll be back in just a moment. Kaiser Valkyrior coming up next, so stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Second match tonight, we've got Kaiser versus Valkyrior, and this is a surprise. Kaiser playing Wolf. We know
Yeah,
there's been some pretty public character crisis, but I was not expecting to see a new pick here.
is Wario a new pick for Velk too?
I've seen him play it a little bit in practice. I'm not sure what he's been playing on stream, but as the season's gone on, Valk taking it a little more seriously, not as much of the random.
Well, apparently working out for him. The quick 80% there, and nothing to return. Wow, that anti-air.
Yeah, Valk, no option. There we go. Finally, he lands. But we'll see how this goes. I know we have some people in this league that are very vocally against online Wario.
Like against it being good, or
Yeah,
being
they think it's very very rough to play this character online. That you need some pretty tight timings on things.
I can see that being true. I mean, he's a character that has very short range too, so spacing everything is, you know, very.
Yeah, I can see that being a pain in the ass online. So we'll see here what Valk has going for him though. Now he's starting to warm up. I mean, he's finally dealing some damage. So this is the match is improving for him over 0 dealt. Ooh,
Velk
nice.
seems like the kind of guy that can keep his cool. At least as a person, I'm not sure in Smash, but as a person, I think he's the kind of guy who's gonna do good under pressure. Even taking 80% in, you know, the first minute. And yeah. And on cue.
First stock going Kaiser's way as this Wario, probably a little less burden of execution playing this Wario than there would be on the Joker. Ooh, that was a nice clip with the blast there, and that's a second stock at a very low percent. This is on its way to being a blowout win for the Wolf.
Landed him right off the bike like a Fast and Furious movie.
Ooh, that was not good. Valk needed that.
Yeah. Gotta find a solution for that laser. Wario, in theory, should be able to deal with it because of his air momentum.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see the Valk is struggling so much. I don't know if I've ever seen Wolf be that efficient with the blast there.
Yeah. Wolf, man, I'm surprised. Season 1 was all Wolf's, and then he kind of like died out Season 2, but I still think he's a phenomenal character. And he's fun to play.
He's definitely a good character. He's probably one of the best characters for like new players to the game too. But I think a lot of people maybe they found a flavor of a character they like a little more. You know, obviously in Kaiser's case, once you get in on the Joker, that's a pretty stylish character. Ooh, that would be easy to fall in love with. As we're approaching throws are gonna kill territory here for Wolf.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough for Valk. Maybe he's thinking about the next match already.
Yeah,
well, you know what?
For Valk, he's
Wario...
got other characters in his pool.
Anyone?
But that was
anyone
not
can do it. It is
close.
Wario. Wario does have the comeback mechanics. Yeah, Kaiser showing that he should be higher in the rankings after complaining about that.
Yeah, this is like the last match. This is gonna really be telling for how Division 1 and Division 2 match up, because Valk is near the top of Division 2. Kaiser only wins 1 match over Wang in his group, and that was not at all close. That was like 180 to 450 on damage dealt. It could have easily been a more decisive victory if Kaiser closed out one of those stocks a little earlier. But like we were saying during the game though, Valk, he's got some picks available. Maybe we'll see, you know, some plant or some hero. Maybe just some hard random.
Yeah, I was gonna say he literally has the whole cast to pick from. He's probably played every character a handful of times. But I will say, I mean, maybe it's the matchup, but Wolf looking good on Kaiser. Maybe he's gonna stick to that more this season. We'll have to see. As a Joker player, like Joker, when you're on, you feel like you're unstoppable. But the moment you start playing Rusty, it just feels like you can't get kills, and it just feels like so underwhelming. So he's a character that definitely requires uh, good, consistent play to be viable, despite what
Yeah,
you might think from Leo. I mean, Leo's just good, consistent
and
player.
there's a reason no other Jokers are able to get that consistency. Every other top player that plays Joker is only playing it in small doses. And I think Joker, you have to have so much control over your mental game to play Joker effectively, because there's going to be times where you get nothing out of an Arsene, and you know what a detriment that is to winning a round, and you can't let that just completely tank your gameplay. Whereas
Exactly.
playing any other character, I mean, there's no other character that has windows that tight.
The opposite is true too. Like you get Arson, and you feel like you have to optimize it. You know, sometimes that can actually cause you to play too aggressive or play too readable, I should say. But yeah. Okay, interesting. Velk's sticking with Wario. He must feel confident in his gameplay. Maybe he was figuring something out there.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you've been practicing it, you gotta stick to your guns, even if you are outgunned. So we'll see. Change the stage up, try to play a little better. Don't jump into the first 20 neutral bees that Kaiser tosses out, and you'll be in a much better place. But
Yeah.
the spacing on these nairs has not been ideal out of the Wario. Although there we go, finally lands one.
Wow, did not realize that move lingered that long either. His Wario's neutral air, that is. Yeah, getting first hit this game, looking better already.
Oh no. He
I saw the leg there too. I have to feel bad for him there. I'm not positive it was because of the leg, but I saw a jitter when he was off stage.
Yeah, it looked like he might have buffered right as he got knocked off, and if it happens once, you feel bad about it, but that's 2 times now that Valk's been kind of gimped off the stage, and I think that's just Valk might be mashing a few too many buttons here.
Yeah, you're probably right on that one.
And that's the thing that'll punish you offline as well in this game, because the buffer is pretty forgiving, which sometimes can be a detriment.
For sure.
But that's almost a kill. And Kaiser, what a good guy, trying to get this stream back on schedule, and he is doing it in record time.
Yeah, wow, Kaiser is just playing hot today. Velk is, like, despite this match, Velk is not a bad player. But yeah, like you said, with the division separations, we may be seeing more matches like this until the Swiss gets near the end there.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. The first match, obviously, Thrifty and Wang was quite close. For some of these players, it may just be matchup dependent. A lot of these guys in Division 1, I don't expect to know as many matchups. Or, sorry, a lot of these guys in Division 2, I don't expect to know as many character matchups. So when they struggle, it may be they're going to get blown out. And that is definitely looking like the case here for Valk, who's really fortunate. He held out, that's like 237%.
Yeah.
And it's still not even a close game.
That's what it should be like with Wario. It's really sad that Velk had two deaths like that, but with Wario's recovery, he should pretty much get back to stage unless he's contested. If used correctly, he has insane recovery. Fortunately for Velk, I mean, he has to save his waft. If he wants any chance of winning, he's got to get a kill soon. And get another quick kill with Waft. Nope.
Not even a shield break for his troubles, and at professional level, we call that a GG. At Baddy level, we'll probably call that a GG.
I think Valk was just going for some style there. I feel you, Velk. Make it entertaining.
I mean, there's a lot of Swiss left. If you're going to lose, you could just lose and, get ready for the next match. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's very true.
Valk at least get a stock out of this.
And now the story of the 3 stock is... No!
There it is. Back air comes out. 3 stocks go down, and Kaiser moving on 2-0.
Yeah, definitely well played from Kaiser there.
All right, we'll be back in just a second. We've got Ooga Booga versus Lars coming up, so stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our third match of Swiss. We got Lars versus Ooga Booga, and potentially the most hyped matchup of this first round of Swiss. These are the winners from the two Division 2 groups.
Both rookies too, I believe.
Yes,
Oh
first-time
no.
players, so not players I have been able to play against myself yet. And these guys have both had some really good moments on stream so far this season, so we'll see if they can keep that up here, as this should be a pretty exciting matchup.
Yeah, I love seeing me some Terry. I also love seeing me some Bowser.
Yeah, goddamn, Bowser just racked up some of that damage so fast. Terry in the go mode very early here.
Now the real question when you're playing any Terry, oh, he answered it for me. It's does this Terry know the button inputs?
And he does, but it doesn't matter when you toss it all into a shield. Bowser gonna turn around and take the first kill here. There is so much super armor in this matchup.
Yes, there is.
There's gonna be a lot of blows traded.
That's very true. I gotta say, man, why this stage? What is going on here? Picking the 2D stage with like Donkey Kong music. I guess this is Donkey Kong.
Some guys know what they want, I guess. Lars doing a good job of holding on to this stock here.
That's interesting. I just noticed when he was shielding, he was actually taking percentage because it was shield poking him. His shield poking his head.
Thank God, we gotta keep these heavies down. That was an option. And Lars doing a really good job of holding on to the stock. Now Ooga back over 100 again.
Yeah, if he hits top plat again, he's definitely gonna get a kill. Oh, right there. That could have been it.
And there
yeah,
we go,
in that
going up top.
situation, you're like, he either suicides me or he's gonna hit top flat. Which way do you hold? Both ways you lose.
Yeah, you gotta be very, very cautious tossing into a Bowser shield. So, Terry has some ground to recover here. But, you know, Terry definitely one of those characters that can pull a comeback very fast. One of the big combos can kill even a heavy character pretty quickly.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, he can build damage so quickly.
And
Easy
Bowser gonna
combo.
just walk into that smash.
Oh man, some Mortal Kombat going right there.
So,
I am
good,
yep, there it is.
Smart. Ooga Booga gonna get got there with the command grab, and Lars with a stock lead.
Yeah.
First game going to the Bowser.
I think Lars might have rewatched the stream because man, he is grabbing so much more this week compared to last week. I think he didn't even grab or a command grab even once last week, and this time he just pulled it off 2 or 3 or 4 times there. Maybe it's just the matchup, I don't know, but it's working out for him, especially on that stage.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a good option in that matchup. I mean, my experience with Terry is that a lot of them will toss stuff into your shield over and over, and Bowser's happy to sit there and shield and go for the Kupakazi out of it, like we saw.
Yeah. I do, sometime in this bracket, I hope we see Lars versus KK, because they're both heavy players, and they both have a really aggressive, fast-paced play style. I think it'd be interesting. See two, you know, two of the biggest characters in this game duke it out, and what I would imagine would be just a slugger fest.
Yeah, the biggest, beefiest heavy matchups are always a pretty entertaining time. And
Speaking
it's
of,
gonna stay heavy here. Bowser versus Ganondorf.
yeah, this will be interesting. The two characters that have the two most annoying command grabs in the game, and repping the tree skin.
This must be what PTSD feels like.
I've been there season 1, man. I feel it. I feel your pain.
So this is, I'm gonna call this matchup there's no such thing as a lead matchup, because either of these characters could probably flip around and take 2 stocks in about 30 seconds if they get a couple of reads.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, literally one hit and Bowser's in kill percentage.
Yeah, especially on one of the smallest stages, Yoshi's Story.
There it is. The game is now even, folks. Oh no! Oh my god! Scaring the shit out of me.
There we go, top platform. And oh, Ganondorf's actually heavy enough to survive that. One of the few that'll survive that top plat.
That had to be like perfect DI too. He went so sideways. I'm actually impressed. That was crazy.
Yeah, he was all the way up into that corner. Now we'll see, can Lars hold on to this lead that he's got?
And I think I have definitely lost games. Oh, whoa!
Whoa! Nice read out of Lars.
Use the stage to combo, it's no big deal.
Oh, I don't pull that advanced shit.
Oh man.
And speaking of being heavy enough to survive, that would have killed a lot of the cast too. And that's heavy. You know, as much as we're excited to see this matchup, these guys probably not used to playing a lot of heavy versus heavy.
Yeah. Well, I know when Ultimate first came out, this game was only heavies.
Yeah, as people have optimized the game a little more, we've seen less of that. Although this is probably still the most viable heavies have been in a Smash game, it feels like.
Oh, no doubt. Heavies are, if not considered, maybe not considered top tier, but better in this game than they've ever been.
We'll see here. Booga Booga is only one good hit away from making this a literal even game, and there it is. Third stock, 0-0. Let's go.
It's incredible. Lars has felt in control all game, and yeah, here we go. Does not matter. We're starting over.
Yeah, this importantly means the suicide is off the table for Bowser.
Yes,
which is a really huge thing in this matchup. Yes, you are right. Ganon will win out if he goes for that suicide command grab off the ledge. Here we go, nice grab out of Ooga Booga. Looking for the fair, but not going to connect it. These guys are tossing out some options. Ooh, going for the spike.
Some options, right?
And that is it. Lars reads the get up, and that's an easy F smash vote. Lowest percent kill of the game, it felt like. And that is going to be a 2-0 for Lars.
Always good to see some heavy matchup. Need some of that around here.
Alright, and with that, folks, the stream is back on schedule, so we will finally take a few-minute break, but stick around. We've got some more Baddy Smash coming up. Zed versus Huckletune in a few minutes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our next match of Swiss. We've got Zed versus Huckleton. In one corner, a man who will play down to his opponent no matter how low their level. And on the other, a man who will make every match entertaining, whether he has any business doing it or not. I expect this to be a banger.
Yeah, I think so too. I expect there to be at least some amazing, no matter how good or bad Huckleton does, there's going to be something cool involving bombs.
Yeah, that's without even getting into the canonical side of this matchup. Ooh, that's a lot of shield pressure onto the Link. And Huck, he is fishing hard with these smashes.
Yeah, so we did see some Zelda buffs recently, so Zed going back to his tried and true Zelda pick.
Yeah,
for as long as I can remember.
There does not seem to be a total consensus on the Zelda buffs yet. I've seen some people think they were pretty major, some people think she's still a very flawed character. Huckleton, he's trying really hard to dodge the projectiles and he goes too low there. That's going to cost him his first stock, and that is a rough way to start.
Yeah, it's not fun coming back from, this deficit this early.
Yeah, and I hate to sound like John Madden here, but Zed in particular plays really well with the lead because it lets him just sit back, play slow, bait you out with his projectile spam, and Zelda can be a really hard character to figure out how to approach, and Zed has looked completely at ease so far here.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, Zelda has the tools to really take a lead and run with it. Weak hit on that, actually not doing as much as I thought it would.
You know, and speaking of not knowing characters, something we mentioned a bit, there's a chance Huckleton's not played against a whole lot of Zeldas. If you don't practice against the Zed, you maybe rarely see this character. So we may see Huckleton figuring out a lot of the intricacies of this matchup as this goes on, as it looks like he's maybe starting to.
Yeah, and that is the thing, especially with Zed's Zelda. You're either completely playing his game, or you force him to play your game. There's no in between.
Oof, that was all intentional. So Huckleton gotta be careful here. He is at kill percent for some of the Zelda confirms. That's really one of the biggest things with Zelda for such a light character. She gets some very low percent kills.
Yeah, and like if you try to contest her up B, it's so hard to punish, and it just kills you. It'll kill you at like 100.
Yeah,
it's just not worth it.
Teleport off the stage. And you almost have to just wait for him to come to you and then punish him on the landing.
Yeah.
And a lot of players don't have the patience to do that.
No, I never did. I don't know if I ever will. He gets me with that shit all the time. Oh, there we go.
Nice though. There we go. See, just as we're saying it, he shields it out, gets a nice smash. He's now one smash away from probably killing here. But he's fishing hard with these smashes. This is some like middle school smash stick.
It is, but also...
Oh, but he catches Zed going too low!
I actually do think a huge part of Link's playstyle, older Link, is actually hard reads. It's something that he kind of has to do to secure kills. Maybe not to that extent, but...
Yeah, you know, if you're gonna go fishing with smashes, maybe you rack them up towards kill percent first.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, there's step one, you gotta follow all the steps.
We'll see. Zed going off stage, going deep. No one getting anyone.
Oh, no ledge invincibility either, but Zed did not take advantage of that. And in 20 years,
that
ledge
was a mistake.
will become a thing. People will start actually taking advantage of it.
Oh, that's nearly a kill with the teleport, and now Huckleton, can he make it back to stage? Yes, he can, but there we go, Zed with the read, and Zed closes out game one.
And the optimal taunt finish it out.
So we'll see here if Huckleton's gonna do anything different going into game two. It looked like he was really surprised at how ineffective his projectiles were, and that's a huge part of what makes Zelda work. If you have fairly predictable projectile game, Zed will happily just sit there and send them back at you one after another, and he is patient enough. He will do that for as long as you want to try him.
Yeah, for sure. But I will say, as the match went on, Huckleton, from the start of that match, which looked hopeless, Huckleton did come back and at least made it competitive. So I don't know. Maybe he's figuring it out. Maybe he'll continue to do so much. But yeah, I mean, when you have a playstyle and the character forces you to change, it's never easy. It's honestly frustrating.
Yeah, it's tough, and I've played hundreds of games against this Zelda, so I am probably more qualified than anybody to say so. It's like that across the whole family of Smash games. You know, fun fact, I picked up Link in Project M specifically as a Zelda counter pick because I was struggling to play Lucina properly into it. And then they took away the boy's chain grab. And I don't know what you do as the Link now. You go to Mementos and you try to outrange him.
I felt the same thing, dude. It's kind of weird that you brought that up. But enough of PM in the good days. Oh, that
mistake on his
I'm
head.
assuming.
Yeah, and that's gonna turn into some nice damage for Huck.
So yes, I was gonna say, dude, this map is so good for Link bomb shenanigans.
Yeah, and I think the amount of size here actually may turn the projectile spam into Link's favor. I think he's got more options to use the verticality that the ramp provides, and wait for Zed to just land, and there it is, an early kill. Zed, you can get fucked!
Wow, a complete 180 from game one here.
Yeah, so we'll see. Can Huckleton hold on to this lead? Obviously, we were saying Zelda very content to just grind games out slowly. Zed probably not going to feel a ton of pressure even as he's falling behind here. He knows, get back, wait for your projectiles to land and Huckleton to make mistakes with his. And we're seeing it. Can Huckleton approach into the fireball spam?
Wow, yeah, very good spacing there too from Huckleton. Shield poking perfectly so Zed could not get the punish. But Huckleton also, like, Link has the capability to be at advantage whether he's on top or bottom of this stage, which is a trait that not many characters have. And Huckleton's doing a very good job of using that.
Yeah, and we've seen, I mean, I'm pretty sure every time I catch Huckleton on stream, I catch him here on Mementos. He loves this stage, and for good reason.
Yeah, it's definitely using your character's strengths to their,
and,
maximum potential.
Yeah, I like it. So, a little bit of a lag spike, that'll happen. Fortunately for Zed, Huckleton was not able to punish him there for that really bad teleport. And this is still a good lead for Huckleton, but he's got to be careful. Like I was saying earlier, Zelda gets a lot of very low percent kills, and Link maybe needs to have some better fortunes with a read to secure his own.
Yeah. Sorry, man. That whole string just got so intense for me that I just blinked out.
But Zed gonna do it. He's gonna take his first knock in the game, and he's going very low here. Not that it matters, though. I get so nervous, though. We've seen a lot of people go low and recover into a stage this season.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
that was close.
It does happen. We'll say I just want to see Game 3. We got plenty of time. Come on, Huckleton. Just want to see some good Smash.
Yeah, Huckleton, big underdog the last time I checked on the Baddy bets. So this will be very exciting if we get a Game 3. There it is! The second hit whips, but Zed was not able to get out of the third one. The kill move on the up smash, and it's once again a full stock lead remaining here for Huckleton.
Yeah, but Zed's definitely, Zed is not faulting, man. He is bringing it back right now. If he keeps playing like this is going to be a tight game.
Yeah, I mean, this is kill percent. If Zed gets the right read, watch out for the big combo that Zelda got in the patch. It's Nair 1 into fair. that kills so early, or you
Thunder
can just
kick.
land in his face, but Mementos, the blast zones are gonna save Huckletune. And that's huge.
So glad this stage is legal.
Hey man, if you got 3 Vans, if you don't want to play it, you can get rid of it. And we all know Huckletune's going here. That was not the option. Huckletune gonna pay for it with his life. And after all this excitement, this is now a pretty... The most even this game has been since the start. But as I say that, Huckletune is really getting a nice string together here. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this combo was true.
Yeah, Zed missing 2 techs in that last string. Chat. String. Not combo. Which is very uncharacteristic of Zed. He's usually on point with those. Might be feeling a bit of pressure here.
Ooh, Zed lets Huckletune out of the string there, and now this is another even game. Oh, the firewalls, this is dangerous. Can Huckletune lands here? So hard to be in disadvantage against Zelda. That was a very bad option, but Zed not in time to get the big punish. He gets the tiny punish. And now this is getting so tense. There's a lot of rolls. These are not good.
No.
Oh, that was scary. Zed alone with the teleport in there, but he doesn't get it. And finally, a move in the shield that Huckletune is able to punish. Gets the smash, gets to game 3.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Huckletune really fishing for that up B there at the end. Which is something I think he needs to do, not fish for it, but it's something I think he needs to do more often. It's an insane out of shield option. And I think he went for it, but accidentally rolled before that last one. He's like, oh yeah, this is an option I have. And then he just zoned in on it, and it worked out for him.
Yo, that's, I mean, that's ultimate sometimes. Just up B out of shield more. It's so good for so much of the cast.
Oh, it is insane on Link. It will infuriate your opponent. Speaking from opponent. But yeah, wow, good 2 games there. Going to game 3.
And I will see
any changes.
Yeah,
I mean,
and there's going to be at least one big one. We're not going back to Mementos.
Yes, and that's probably going to be huge. I mean, that might be the difference that sways everything just completely in Zed's favor.
I am curious to see if Zed's going to stick with the Zelda or not, if he thinks he only needs to change the stage, or if he wants to bust out. He's really been working hard on that Robin lately. But I know he's been very, very positive about these Zelda changes, so I wouldn't be surprised to see either. And it's actually going to be Ganon.
Going more canon matches.
Yeah,
he's going for the bad timeline now, the one where Ganon wins.
Yeah, you know, I just finally stopped referencing the Ganon. Oh, and he did it just because this stage was open. I feel very confident in saying.
Yes.
So we'll see here. This is going to be a very different game than the last one. But Huckletune, he does have the option to kind of spam his projectiles with no remorse now. There is no more reflect. Oh, nice out of Zed, though. Oh, that's dangerous. You cannot go off the ledge. That's going to break the shield.
That breaks shields.
And there it is, the turnaround Warlock punch.
Wow. And Zed could have went for a forward smash and got a free kill. Instead, panics Huckletune into breaking his shield. Oh, incredible. This is Ganon at peak performance, folks.
Yeah, Ganondorf is maybe more than any character in the game someone you have to take the ledge against. Zed will get a punish there every time.
Now they're just passing that ball back and forth. We're playing a different game.
Ooh, that almost hit. But despite all that, this is still really close to a kill here. For Huckletune, if he can punish Zed coming back to the stage here, we'll have an even game. And there it is with the bomb. Game is even.
Nice. Very good bomb play there. I mean, and against Ganondorf, I mean, you have so much opportunity to place that bomb where you want to put it. You can definitely just destroy Ganon's recovery.
Yeah, he is doing a very good job of playing with these projectiles. And there we go. I actually liked missing the ledge there. That was with some intent.
Whoa! Zed is playing a flashy Ganon. I respect it.
I will respect it if it wins, but some of these options are
Hey, I'm not
Very
saying it's the
nerve-wracking.
right choice. I'm just saying I like some good entertainment.
But Huckleton, he's able to spam these projectiles with no remorse here, and that is a huge thing for, because it lets him open up some of these, you know, force your opponent into predictable options so that you can read with one of those smashes you need to get.
Alright, so we did notice there, Huckleton did tech the grab there. So Zed's paying attention. He now knows that Huckleton's got it unlocked. He's going to have to switch up his punishment. Let's see. Nope, did not switch up his punishment.
Game is slowing down a lot more than your average WarioWare match, but there it is, the turnaround dash attack, and Huckleton, for the moment, has the stock lead.
Oh, taking his bomb. Like take your bomb with you, man. Get it out of here.
Game 3, third stock, 0-0 apiece. On the best stage in Baddy Smash. It does not get any better than this.
Yes, courage versus power.
Nice out of Huckleton, reads the landing. The projectile series racking up some good damage. Not able to get the bomb though.
Very good low recovery on Zed there. Anything else would have got him killed.
Nice up air, and now Zed in a lot of pressure here, but he's Ganondorf. This could turn very quickly.
Yeah, he just needs to get one hit, and now...
Oh, that boomerang saved him from some big damage. Oh. But it's still just one read away. Zed has racked this up so fast. This is WarioWare. A lot of moves will kill here.
That was the time Huckleton didn't tech too, and Zed was ready for it.
Oh, the bomb just barely misses. Oh. Now, Zed, can he punish this? The answer is no! What an aggressive roll! Nice, the nair. Ganondorf so high here. A lot's gonna kill, but that bomb not gonna do it yet. Oh,
missing the second hit.
Oh, there, hold over 100 on WarioWare. The shield is so low. Oh, oh, he reads it with the tilt though, and Zed takes it.
This is Sparta.
What a match! Oh my god!
What a good stage picks too, man. This has been the most entertaining WoW stages match I think I've seen in all Baddy Smash.
Yeah, I'm loving it. So congrats to Zed. He takes a nail biter 2-1, and that's gonna do it, guys. We'll be back in just a minute here. We've got Jimbone versus Tuna Sub coming up, so stay tuned.
Alright everybody, I am Thrifty Senpai, joined here with the Xmas Tree.
And I actually know how to unmute my mic.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's
Surely
hype.
This is the Baddy Smash miracle, but while you were ready, Nintendo was not, and could not begin the battle error.
Yeah, they hadn't accepted.
Oh, okay. Ah. Well.
Yeah, Tuna Sub timed it out.
Yeah, there we go. We have Jim versus Tuna Sub. Tuna Sub on the upper end of their group. Jim starting to kind of get scary with Snake.
Yeah, he's been just the way he moves and everything has been improving week over week. So we'll see. We'll see if he can take it from him.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it last week that he managed to kill himself after he killed the enemy with his bomb?
Yes, that was last week.
That moment when you play yourself with C4.
Yeah, that's the big brain plays. But I'm gonna say, definitely like one of some of our better group ones here. Like this is Jim was on the lower end of his of the upper groups, if I remember right. Or was he more mid? He was like lower mid, wasn't he?
Well, by definition of him being in Swiss, he was in the lower half.
That's right. That is correct. Me big brain. I swear I did my homework.
And Tunisub was in the top half.
Yeah. Yep.
But
No,
as someone said in chat, chances are for most people, if you're going to have a one-sided, and it's not guaranteed or anything, but if you're going to have a one-sided game, it's probably going to be one of your first ones, right? Maybe the second one, but like.
I would say yeah. Interestingly enough, though, like we've had some very tight first round games and matches.
Yeah, there's been some back and forth. That last one especially was super surprising the way it turned out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know looking at the Baddy bets, that one was all in favor of Zenekas, and it was
very close.
Ooh!
Doesn't die from it. Tries it again, not getting punished.
Yep. So this time Jim was locked in that canceling of the remote rocket animation.
Yep.
So.
Went for the down air. Getting beat up for it.
Yeah.
Up. Ooh, man, I didn't even have time to cast or curse him there.
No, yeah. One step ahead this time.
I was just about to say, he's at like 160. He's holding it out, and he was dead before I could even get a word out.
Yep, Jim bringing these back even, but ooh, one more of those, and that could be a stock for Jim. So it's interesting. We went from having the occasional Wolf from Tuna Sub to now Kaiser playing Wolf as well. You think Wolf's gonna be like the new de facto Baddy Smash character? Everyone's gonna go play Wolf. DK is old news.
Is that it? Is that the strat, Wolf?
I don't know, man.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Jim's not playing DK anymore. Head Reaper's not playing DK.
They're worried about getting shown up.
Yeah.
By the new blood.
Oh.
Tuna Sub, I mean, he's definitely killable with some of the Snake's moves here. So.
She's looking pretty good.
Oh, okay, that's.
My turn to cast a curse.
Yep, that's one way to lose that stock.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of either SDs or Gimps tonight. Like, I think there's been one in every match.
Yeah. That sounds right. I don't remember if there was one in my match for a swing. There probably was. Honestly, that was all a fever dream. That was really...
Man, Tuna Sub taking that overbee opportunity every time he's off ledge. Oh no!
A little too aggressively.
Oh man, hits the wrong angle.
Yeah, that is not how you want to have those games then. And honestly seemed to be in overall favor of Tuna Sub the entire match. Just one bad B over.
Yeah, if he can just chill a little bit, because that was 2 SDs from him.
Yeah.
He needs to take it down a little bit, and he probably has this.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how we adapt going into it.
Yeah, and this is always where you gotta wonder, is he in his own head about it?
Yeah.
Because what you need to do is say, that shit doesn't matter. That was last match.
Oh yeah, that was last match. It's like...
We're both back in ring. Might be a run back on the stage.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm super curious.
Yeah, same characters. I'm not that surprised about that.
No, yeah, same character. Like that was such a close match. Not surprised.
No, we're on
Oh, the
Battlefield.
FD. Okay. We do not see a lot of FD actually.
No, we don't, because I mean the characters who don't like it ban it,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, not a lot of characters, but a decent amount.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. You know, as like always, like the joke in like Melee is like the quintessential Melee stage.
Yeah, and then they would full that for Smash 4 when they did online, and everyone's like, no, you don't understand. This game
Yeah.
you made needs platforms for most characters. Jim starting
And
so much
Jim
better.
Looking clean at the start. He's carrying any momentum that he like had from the last game, just cleanly carrying it over here.
But the thing is, I don't think it was his momentum. He's making use of it, but he stole that
Yeah.
momentum.
Oh yeah, no. He is straight up momentum thief right now.
Oh, yeah, just tries to drop it on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
struggling to get these kills. Finally gets the dash attack, but again, that one was 170, and Tuna Sub's other death was an SD at 160.
No, yeah. All the other Tuna Sub deaths were like they've all been like either like low, like kind of like seems like miss input, or like gimp deaths, or like these 180% monsters.
Oh, did I really say Battlefield? You know what I meant. Don't clown me. Fucking chat.
Fiesta Supreme.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh.
Yeah, he almost had that mortar.
I would say, one thing I really watch like watching about Snake play is like the utility of the up smash, just because it does, like it goes up and it has such a weird angle that I don't think any other up smash really does anything like that. And I just love I love seeing it being used for like weird things like edge guarding and or like just like option coverage.
Tuna Sub having a rough time getting back on, and he gets up into the up smash. Mortar takes him out. Has Jim not even placed at C4 this game?
He is not.
That's weird.
It is really odd, but
Like, even if you don't end up using it, it's just an option he doesn't have because he's not placing it.
yeah. No, that's like a really odd thing here, but
Oh, and as I say that, air drops one in there.
yeah.
And
Sneaky
Jim,
on.
oh, okay. Finally losing that stock. He's not going to be able to pick up a 3 stock here.
He was immortal as long as he held the C4. He let go of the C4, now he's
Oh
dead.
shit, was that his Horcrux?
I think so, man. Like, all I'm saying is that Jim's, like, he's losing this stock now.
He's
He
vulnerable.
wasn't last time.
Should
He
have held the
was fine.
C4 the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, recovers right into the down smash.
Oh,
Into
that's
a rocket! Living!
Wait, oh, Jim got caught looking. Where was that?
I wasn't watching. I hope he was taunting. I really do.
No, he was just standing there. It was like, GG.
Nope. Drops another C4. Oh, he was right there!
Oh. Pop him.
He doesn't know! Oh, man.
I want him. I want it. Pop
Yes!
him.
I had no skin and Jim went in that game, but I was just real invested in that C4 at that point.
Yeah, I was 100% invested in that C4. Look it. Jim Bone, Tuna Sub, doesn't matter. C4, that's my dude.
C4, OP. Alright, Jim gonna take it after a very surprising first game, a relatively clean second one. So Jim 2-0, and we'll be back soon.
Alrighty, welcome back. We're still here with Tree and mine, Thrifty Senpai. We have Benny versus Evilite, and we're seeing some Byleth action.
Byleth is legal, and she's here to play. Super slow, super strong. Oh,
Yeah.
that's one way
a
to use.
bold option.
Look, just cosplaying, like going full in on like I do this in the new Fire Emblem, so we're just gonna arrow right in his face.
That's not a mini bow.
That doesn't even matter in the new one. You just get a skill where you can auto counterattack.
Oh yeah, you can counterattack no matter the range, but that was offensive. Oh my god.
Yeah. Byleth
Yeah.
hits, strong as hell.
Byleth hits are just... Byleth can kill so early. It's insane. Like, the lands in the axe just do... Just absurd amounts.
Yep. And Benny finally getting some space to throw some projectiles out like most Samuses want to do. That was a bold charge.
Yeah, no, that is... That's quite the situation.
Yeah, he was very open. Ooh, gets a bead, not quite dying. Ooh, good grab on the reading the roll. Just barely catching him there. They're both fairly high percentages. Forward smash, gonna pick it up.
Yeah, there you go. First blood being picked up. And almost straight returned here as well.
Yeah,
I would say, like, at this point, like 139%, that is just about anything for Byleth gonna kill you, especially if it's on the ground.
yeah. The only problem is he's only been hitting with Byleth's, like, I think it's Nair, that, you know, is like one of the weakest options. That's all he's hit with for like the last 3 hits, which is easy to hit but doesn't kill anybody.
Oh,
that kills somebody.
Yeah, God, that covers so much face.
Yeah, it's huge. Throwing out some projectiles, just trying to poke damage, getting a string together now. Benny can't keep it going. Never mind, I lied.
Something, you know, gastric curse.
Well, I mean, he did miss it. He just started again.
That's fair.
I
do you
don't
like to call that
know.
the American
Yeah.
reset. If you ever, like, in like fighting games, it's like you accidentally drop the combo, but then you just pick it up again, and you end up being able to do way more damage because your combo gets reset.
Oh,
mid-combo.
sure.
Yeah. You know, bring in the American reset smash, FGC and smash. I can respect that.
I don't think FGC would respect that. Oh, he
Oh, they
rolls
sure
into that.
wanted. I'm pretty sure I'm like wanted by half of our Kappa, and I'll be crucified by tomorrow. But Wong's rolling in his grave.
Oh, catches him with that spear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, man. Not only does like Byleth hit hard, but like so many of the moves just have these just crazy large hitboxes.
Yeah, there's a lot of range on these things.
Yeah, if you haven't played against Byleth, it's really easy. Like I think I played like I remember the first like 3 or 4 games I played against Cruz on Byleth, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I just got obliterated.
Fishing. Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. I was say both of them get a little nervous here, but
Yep, that's gonna
nice
do it.
Turnaround forward smash. Picks up game 1.
Yeah, Benny up now. He didn't get that much time to really space and throw projectiles out. So,
Yeah,
and I know it's
Byleth-
most of the time it's just used as a zoning tool to make them come into you poorly, but
Yeah. Yeah, no. Evo did a good job of not giving him some like a lot of room to get comfortable and set up the projectiles to force the tough entrance. Like he did a good job of like sticking on top of them, but Benny was looking solid. I'm curious if we're gonna see an Evo swap here. Like we know he plays Roy, we know he plays Ike.
I assume we'll see a swap. But that's the sort of thing where maybe it was just the stage, right? But
Yeah.
I do think it was the way he played that character. So
Yep, there we go. We see the Ike. Evo's old reliable.
bringing back Ike. And we're doing Battlefield. Getting
Battlefield.
yeah,
Alright.
a few more platform. Well, one more platform to work with.
Yeah, narrower stage too. Let me say, Evo kind of just feeling out. Looks like he's just kind of feeling it out the Ike again real fast. It's like, hold on, we need to recalibrate.
Well, I mean, the entire thing, if I remember this at all, is just going to be the Nair plane, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's what a great spike from Benny. Not giving him any breathing room below that stage.
No, that was really nice and a well-deserved first stock pickup.
Coming out strong. Ooh,
Yeah.
gets back on stage with the offensive.
And like, as much as we joked about like the Nair plane, it's been a lot more like short up there, short up fair. But
I can't believe
nice little string there.
I wasn't ready for that to kill.
I mean, I'm some big boy.
I mean, it makes sense that it killed at 120, but the way
Yeah.
he looked after he got hit, like it didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's normally more impact in Ultimate.
Yeah. He didn't leave with like. Normally on Smash, when people go off the top of the stage and stuff like that, they leave in a hurry, and I was just kind of, you know,
Yeah.
well, I'll make my way out there. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Ooh, shields all that, gets an up tilt. Benny going in, he's showing him, yo, you have all these platforms, but I'm not afraid of it. I'm coming up to you.
Oh, man. I was like, getting some really nice back and forth play here. It seems like it's just like, you know, one string for one string for the other.
Yeah, this is a brawl. Ooh.
Whoa. That was an interesting option to get back on stage. It worked out for him, though. And Benny's having a tough time to get back on.
Mind games on the edge, regrabs, gets on. Ooh, just dash attack through the bomb. Again, these.
That had to be bad DI, though.
It sure looked like it. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill too. I
did too. Honestly, that one looked like it was gonna kill more than the last one.
Yes, it absolutely did. That's what I'm talking about. Like, kills in Ultimate normally have a lot of impact on them.
That makes me wonder if that first kill was actually maybe bad DI on Benny's end now.
Maybe.
But it's so hard to say looking back. You know, I wasn't paying like enough attention, I suppose. But
ooh, right into it.
Ooh, got a whopping 37% off that.
Getting those aerial strings.
Ooh.
Ooh, Benny accidentally cancels that and doesn't get a hit.
Yeah. Lucky.
Ooh, point
Right
blank,
into it.
rolls into it.
Oh
Didn't
my
really.
goodness.
He didn't really have an option there.
Well, you know he didn't, but
All Benny had to do was time that differently depending on how he rolled.
yeah.
Evil Light.
Oh, man. I was really hoping he was gonna trap him there off of that. Like when he saw the overbeat charging.
Yeah. Oh, tried to read the jump. They're both in kill range here. He goes for the offstage.
Oh, that was almost like a real ball.
Throw,
Holy
not quite
shit.
killing. He's above. Okay, he doesn't get punished for the above. Falls into that, does the charge shot.
Ooh. All right.
Evo just completely content. He's like, I'm waiting here until you shoot it.
No. Benny wants nothing to do with it. He's like, the way I lose this game is I get hit by a smash. Like, so Benny's just more than comfortable just be like, I'm gonna stay as far the fuck away. And it doesn't matter. Walk off F smash.
He just F smashes the get up.
I called it though. That was the way he loses. Gets too close, got smashed.
Man, that was a high
And,
percent game.
yeah, and we will see game 3 now. Fuck.
If I'm
What
Benny,
a
I stay on
absolute-
Samus though.
I think he'll probably will. But what a fucking brawl. Like, that was, you know, no stock, no play 1-5 without, it's like, okay, Evo gets a string, now Benny gets a string, now, you know,
Yeah,
super high percent.
they were in each other's faces, trading blows. A brawl, a melee, a kerfuffle, if you will. I'm still upset, by the way.
I don't think I played Super Smash Bros. Kerfuffle.
Well, that's because they screwed up the naming, and instead of going
Oh.
with Super Smash Bros. Kerfuffle for the 4th one, they just called it number 4.
Huh.
Or did they? It had a huge
No, it
title
was-
about
I think it
for
was
the
Smash
Wii
U.
U or for
I
the.
think it was Smash U.
Well, that's what it was shortened to. They had a
Alright.
huge, ridiculous name that included the thing it was on,
Yeah.
and they had perfectly good kerfuffle sitting right there. But we're getting into game 3. 3 platforms.
No
Although,
more and no less.
yeah,
5 would be right out.
5 would be an insane stage in Smash Bros. What the hell are you gonna do with 5 platforms?
I don't know, man. WarioWare's got 4, and it's like, I panic. My brain shuts off.
Oh, finally getting a couple hits out of the footsie. Following him, but can't get it. Gets punished instead.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Evo. Alright, finally getting in.
Nice approach.
Yeah.
That was, like,
He's finding some creative solutions, jumping around behind him and then using the huge hitbox on the Nair. Ooh.
Oh.
I like the attempt. He's seen
Yeah.
Evo recover high just above that stage a lot of times now. I have to wonder if what you said in the last game isn't true with Evolite actually not having practiced this character as much as he used to, because he's doing that B charge much closer to the stage than he used to last season.
yeah. He used to go for,
Yeah,
like,
about there. Because of that! Man, it feels good to get validated.
Yeah, oh man. Benny thought he could get there with the get up attack, and he got some toesies, but didn't get there, and he just got fucking junked for it.
Yeah. And then he just, you know, rolls into a down smash and gets hit on the backswing.
Oh yeah. That was a nice little string that he had going. Like,
It's the same deal though. Like they're
yeah.
back at each other, getting 1 or 2 hits, and then don't
Oh,
get
he
carried
almost
off
got kidnapped.
stage.
He almost got kidnapped.
He keeps
It's
getting,
always so funny when someone gets like hard knocked out on that. It just
Yeah,
rolls away.
and it's just full panic.
Yeah.
I do notice Benny keeps getting hit with those nairs when he's shooting his second rocket every time.
Yeah.
Ooh, Evo
Oh.
finally getting one off the top.
Yeah, he finds it.
Just a casual double jump footstool. Almost
no
jumps
big
into
deal.
that, but the aggression
Oh.
saving him.
Yep. Benny needing to convert here soon though, because otherwise, I mean, like, you don't want to be at 90% and have to go through a whole
Oh.
time. It's like, oh, there we go.
Evolite finally recovering a little too high and getting caught by that. Benny's been trying that over and over.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, it was just a matter of time. I was like, it had to happen at some point, right?
I mean,
And,
it's all about that execution.
and oh my goodness, Benny's
Oh.
just running away with this game all of a sudden.
That was a lot of damage.
That is it still is coming. Like,
Oh, recovers far.
He went just like it was a stock difference, and now all of a sudden it was takes the stock and just a really fast 120
Back air.
and takes the match.
2-1. Benny clawing his way back through it. Through one of the most back and forth games we've had tonight.
Yeah, honestly, like both those Ike games were very back and forth.
All right, so Benny's gonna take that as the winner there. We will have a streamer switch coming up here, so there'll be a little bit. The stream will go down. You might just need to refresh once Zed brings that back up, and we'll be back soon.